This is Biblical Tarot, and this is today's tarot card of the day. And I definitely missed yesterday, but I did do the card, and I just wasn't able to tape it because, like I said the other day, I kind of been real tired lately, so I ended up coming home from work and just passing out. So I'm trying to like catch up on my rest from working 2 weekends in a row and working 7 days straight. So that'd be 14 days straight. But yeah. So today's card, I'm not gonna be able to push to today's card because of the simple fact that it has changed over by now. So I'm gonna have to go and find the card. Um, and it was the Page of Swords was my card of the day. And it is February 9th. Tuesday, February 9th. It's early in the morning. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. I wake up early in the morning. That's probably why I go to sleep so early, too. So, with the Page of Swords, there was a couple of things about the Page of Swords that when I got it and I seen it yesterday when it came up, I'm like, wow, okay, interesting. And first thing about myself, how I see the Page of Swords affecting my life is I focus on those birds at the top of her head. She has all these birds at the top of her head, and those birds have to do with feelings and emotions, probably more thoughts. That's what I want to say. They have to do with the thoughts. And I think they also have to do with emotions too, because thoughts are tied to the emotions. So sometimes with the air and the water, because the air is the thoughts and the water is the emotions. But sometimes with the thoughts, you have emotions still, emotions are connected to the thoughts. That's what I want to say. Ay, 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 ay. But yeah, she's, this page, this princess, she is, when I look at her, how can I say it? Like, she's ready to go, whatever. She knows something's coming, so she's ready. Kind of looks like somebody like that's ready for like a baseball player that's up to bat and they're ready. They know that that ball is coming at any second, you know? And that's how she has her sword. Like she's ready to use it any second, anything can happen. A lot of times people who are very anxious, anxiety, they think something's going to happen. They're ready for something to happen. My mother, she acts just like that. It's like they're like totally ready for whatever's coming. But this is the thing, they're totally ready like that all the time. They're not like resting. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know like that anxiety thing, that stress thing, that being worried, it's built within us. We needed it. We still need it. But some people like totally overdo it. Like they're like ready. They're ready because they know what they're thinking in their head is something bad is gonna happen. Something bad's gonna happen. Driving, they think something bad is gonna happen. Going to the store, they think something bad is gonna happen. It's always something bad is gonna happen. They get a letter from wherever, they think it's bad news. It's like crazy. They're ready for whatever. But what that does to them people is it just breaks them down. It really does. And then at the end, they think they're going crazy. And what it is they just need to relax. Take some time to not care what the hell happens. How about that? Not all the time. You don't have to be that way all the time, but sometimes you have to like take a break. You have to unplug yourself from caring about what the hell is going on. Just focus on yourself. Be a narcissist for a little bit. Okay? Try to be on that scale. And then just jump off when you need to jump off. I don't know. That just came out. I don't know. Because I was looking at it and thinking about stuff. But also, the Page of Swords reminds me of, because, we have the meaning of the Page of Swords, which is authority, overseeing, secret service, vigilance, spying, examination, qualities thereto belonging, an indiscreet person will pry into the current secrets. Ill-dignified would be more evil side of these qualities. What is our unforeseen, unprepared state? Sickness is also intimidated, astonishing news. So when I look at this Page of Swords, and actually my other Page of Swords from my new deck, the Cthulhu Vault, that's what it's called, H.P. Lovecraft. I got out my Page of Swords in that deck so I could look at it, and oh Lord, it's an interesting Page of Swords. But I definitely wanted to look at that. I wanted to look at it with you. So I got to change over here to my camera. And also, I want to share with you my horoscope that I got for the 8th, which was yesterday. And I think it corresponds with the Page of Swords, at least in my life. It's crazy how it's been kind of synchronizing. So what we'll do is we'll go here. That's the Page of Swords from my Cthulhu deck. Pretty interesting, huh? I thought, wow. To me, when I first looked at this Page of Swords, I thought, wow, interesting looking man. I thought it gives me like a Nazi vibe, doesn't it? It gives me a Nazi vibe. And I looked at it and I'm like, I swear to gosh, that guy looks familiar. I'm like, I know I don't know anything about this Cthulhu mythos or the H.P. Lovecraft. I said, but that kind of looks like that guy, because I looked it up when I first got these cards, and I'm like, when I saw that man's face, I'm like, he has like a face that you cannot forget. The way his face is like contoured and stuff like that, shaped, you can't forget his face. So when I looked at the Page of Swords, I thought, wow, that's an interesting Page of Swords. And to me, he looked kind of like a Nazi, even though H.P. Lovecraft is not a Nazi. But it just gives me those vibes. Also, because, like, when we read the meaning, it said government, or I think it said diplomat. Also, it said spy. It just gives me like a Cold War, or even back before that, like the World War II. It just gives me those vibes. But it's actually H.P. Lovecraft. I thought that was interesting. So, I don't know. That was like a tangent thing that I went on, that I noticed about the Page of Swords. Let's see if you can you see that? If you feel the situation is edging toward expectation you cannot fulfill, you'll avoid it. In a healthy relationship, both people feel free. Togetherness is a choice, not a trap. I thought that was interesting. In here, because, this Page of Swords is ready for whatever. She's ready. She, he, whoever you want it to be. They're up to bat. They're ready. They know something's coming. So, and how it connects to that horoscope to me is like, I had feelings of like not having my freedom. Not really in not having my freedom, but being trapped in a situation that I don't want to be trapped in, and not having my say. And so, like, being on guard and ready for whatever. But as the end of the horoscope said, it said togetherness is a choice, not a trap. So if I want to be together, I'm going to let down my I'm going to let down my guard and not be waiting for something bad to happen. I don't know. Also, I wanted to talk about the Page of Swords. There's one more little thing that I noticed about the Page of Swords. Let's see. Uh, Here we go. Sorry. Let's Google. The Page of Swords reminds me of her. And when I thought about her, the Page of Swords, I thought about the movie Inglourious Bastards. And there's a character named Shoshana who at the beginning at the beginning her family is Jewish and they're like in hiding and they get found, and this guy, he kills her family, but she runs and she like makes it and gets away. Okay. I think he thinks the guy thought he shot her and killed her, but she ends up getting away and she comes back and she hatches a plan to kill them. So Shoshana is one of the main protagonists of the film. She is the owner of whatever that is, Le Gamar, whatever. It's in French, cinema. After some turn of events made her cinema the venue of the premiering of Stolster Nation, she hatched a plan independent of the bastards, the Inglorious Bastards, to eliminate the Nazi top command, which her character goes totally well with the Page of Swords. It just is so crazy. Her personality is down here, I think. Shoshana, ooh, sorry about that, guys. Shoshana is a rather serious woman and is also very brave and resourceful. She hates Nazis with a passion, largely due I'm sorry, guys. Largely due to the fact that one was responsible for the death of her family. This also shows that she's pretty loyal to her family and even willing to die for her family. But she's also willing to bring the Nazi regime to justice. So Shauna is similar to Prince Hamlet because of her will to bring the wicked people to justice, but also because she wanted to get her revenge or her vengeance. Also, like Hamlet, she died while getting her vengeance and also destroying everything in her way. An example of this is her cold behavior towards Zoe, who was trying to prove his love towards her. An apparent moment of pity and dropping her guard is what led to her ultimate demise. Despite this, she still could be considered as a heroine because of her efforts to bring down the evil Nazi regime, thus saving many people in the process. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, she totally reminds me of and there's I swear there was something. Ooh, there she goes. Now that definitely looks like a Page of Swords. But of course, when she goes to kill them, she's all dressed up as a wand, because I think if you've been following my videos, I said in one of my old videos when the Page of Swords came up that the Page of Swords, maybe I didn't. I think I might have made that video and didn't upload it. But the Page of Swords can be a Page of Wands. She can pretend to be a Page of Wands. She's not a Page of Wands, but she can double as one. Like, she can act like one because she's a spy. She can do an undercover thing. That's just how the Page of Swords is. But anyways, all right, I guess I'll go. I've been like really talking a lot. And I don't know, maybe none of it made sense. Maybe it did make sense, but definitely, that's what I get when I see the Page of Swords. That's what came out as my card of the day, and been thinking about it all day, thinking about the Page of Swords. So I love you, and you have a good day today. Okay, bye.